Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be doing the Chelsea versus Wolves preview. Now this is going to be the first match since Frank Lampard's sacking, as you know. It's not ideal timing, but we'll move forward. But before we get into the preview, I'm actually going to do a combined 11 for Wolves and Chelsea. So this is just going to be my honest opinion and what I think of the two teams. So yeah, here it is. So first up for striker, we have Olivier Giroud. Now, I'd say the most contest that Olivier Giroud had was Raul Jimenez, but he got injured earlier in the season, so I think I'm safe to say that Giroud is the one to go with here. He's been our most consistent striker this season. He scored 4 in one game against Sevilla even. But yeah, he's been an all in all great striker for us, so he's going in up top. Now for left wing, I've gone for Pedro Neto. Now I did have an option of Pulisic, but ever since he came back from injury, he's not been the same player. He just needs to get up to speed a wee bit. But Pedro Neto has done pretty well for Wolves this season. He's got a couple of goals and a couple of assists, and his build-up play is actually quite good as well. And obviously scored the winner against us the last time we played. Still a bit bitter about that, but you know, it is what it is. So yep, he goes in at left wing. Now for right wing, I went for Hudson-Odoi. Now he hasn't been played too much this season so far. He's been coming off the bench mostly, but when he has came on, he's done pretty well. He's managed to get himself 2 goals and an assist in like about 10 games with pretty limited game time. Hakim Ziyech's obviously been great. He's scored a couple goals and he's got about 3 or 4 assists, but I think Hudson-Odoi brings another sort of spark to the game, so he goes in at right wing. Now in the first midfield spot we've got Mason Mount. Now he's just been very consistent for Chelsea for pretty much ever since he came to Chelsea with Frank Lampard, you know. He's pretty much the glue that sticks the Chelsea midfield together. He's been amazing. He's managed to get himself a goal against Fulham the other week. And yeah, he's in pretty good form just now, so hopefully he can score against Wolves. But yeah, he goes in the first centre midfield spot. So the next midfield spot I've went for Daniel Podence. Now he's actually been one of the few sparks in Wolves' team right now. He's good with the ball at his feet. He's managed to score a few goals as well from midfield. His build-up play is amazing as well. But all around solid midfielder, so he gets into the centre mid spot. Final midfield spot, I've went for Mateo Kovacic. Now I know he hasn't really stood out in the Chelsea squad. That's what probably a couple of people would say. But he's, as I said with Mount, he's very consistent. He plays a lot, and again, fun fact, he's actually got the most passing accuracy in the whole Chelsea squad with 93% pass accuracy, which is amazing. So, and ever since he came to us on loan, he's been great. I'd say he was arguably our best midfielder last season as well. I know that's a bit controversial, but you know, it's my opinion. So he goes in at the last midfield spot. Now for the right back position, I've went for Azpilicueta. Now, you know, that's a bit controversial, just because there's obviously Reece James, but I'm going off of recent form, and to be honest, Reece James hasn't been the best in recent games. He's obviously still amazing, you know, at crossing and attacking and everything, but defensively he's been quite bad the last few games, so I'm going to go with Azpilicueta just because, you know, he's defensively minded and he's pretty solid at the back, you know, so I'm going to go with Azpilicueta. Now for the left back position, I've went for Chilwell, obviously another Chelsea player. I know, seems a bit biased, but hear me out. Wolves have sort of been switching up their, you know, formations. Sometimes they might not have a left back in the formation, or maybe the left back's maybe another player that's came from a different position. So I'm not really sure who to pick from Wolves, so I've went for Chilwell. Now Chilwell has been very decent, obviously. He's scored a few goals from left back, and his crossing's been great, you know, just like Reece James and all that. And he's, you know, he's not had any huge mistakes or anything, so yeah, he goes in at left back. So for the first centre-back spot, we've got Thiago Silva. Now, ever since he's arrived, a couple months ago, he's been solid at the back. Apart from one, the first game that he came in, made a few mistakes. But ever since then, he's been absolutely solid at the back. He's pretty much, I wouldn't say completely sorted out our defence, but it's a good, step in the right direction. He's been, an amazing centre-back. Managed to score a goal against Leeds, it was, I think, as well. So yeah, all around great centre-back. He's going in there. Now for the last centre-back, I've went for Conor Cody. Now, he's been pretty good for Wolves, been pretty consistent for the last couple months and everything. He's strong, he's got good tackles and everything. Just overall, well-rounded centre-back, so he's going in that second spot. Now, the goalkeepers. So, we have Edouard Mendy and Rui Patricio. Now, Rui Patricio has been in the Premier League for, I think, 3 seasons now. He's been very good over those 3 seasons, kept a good amount of clean sheets, he's made some amazing saves over that 3 years. And obviously Mendy's the exact opposite, he's only been here for a couple months. Mendy had a good start for the first couple weeks. He got 5 clean sheets, sort of petered off into the middle of the season. So just based on the experience, I'm going to give it to Rui Patricio, and obviously he's very consistent as well. So yeah, he's going in goal. And there you have it. There's the combined 11 for Wolves and Chelsea on the upcoming game. Make sure to leave a comment down below what you think about it, and if you would change anyone. So yeah, there's the combined 11. Finally, I'm just going to move on to my prediction, what's going to happen on Wednesday. I'm gonna be optimistic. Chelsea have been, for lack of a better word, rotten for the past couple game weeks. It's not been a good period, and obviously Lampard has been sacked literally this morning. Very bad news. But I'm going to be, as I said before, I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm going to say Chelsea are going to win 2-1. If they put out the right starting 11, I believe we can win. It will be a close game though, it definitely will. But hopefully we can get revenge on Wolves for beating us last time. And see you guys in the next video. Come on, you Blues.